They think you know nothing. They will tell you what is right, what is wrong. Till you manage to have one film which is successful, then they'll think that you know everything and they don't know anything. So it is difficult. It used to be very difficult to find people with whom you can have a one-on-one, on an equal basis relationship. So it takes a little bit of conviction within yourself. You should believe. Actually, if you look at me, when I did my first film, Pallavi and Pallavi, I'd written the script for Mauna Ragam. I'd finished it because the film took a long time. Pallavi and Pallavi took nearly 2.5 years to finish. I had trouble. All troubles that I could face, I faced in the first film. But for me to get Mauna Ragam made, it took me 4 films. It took me, I went to each producer, told him that, and he said, no, that won't work. Leave it. Now you do this. So you have to go through. You have to decide whether, what you want to do. You want to be adamant and say, no, I'll do only this, or whether you'll make use of the opportunity, see whether you can go inside. I thought I would be wise. I thought I can get into any project and get it right. I was arrogant. I was overconfident, but I realized that it was very difficult. But those 4 films gave me clarity about myself. That at one point of time when I did a film called Hidaya Koil, which I just is not my kind of a film at all, but that gave me the clarity. I was doing this and I said to myself, is this why I'm coming to cinema? Is this what I want to do? Then I sat back and looked at all the people who have done very well in cinema and looked at the films that they have done. And they've all done films which they believed in, you could see. So that's when I decided that I will do compromises, yes, but the compromises will be mine, not somebody else's compromise. So it gave me a clarity. So each one, I think, will find. Some of them are very lucky. Their first film is a very huge hit and life is made for them. But some of us have to struggle, have to face difficulty after difficulty. But those are stepping stones. You learn something from it. And once you've gone through that initially, anything else that happens through your career, you're ready for it. You're not bothered. You're confident. You're very sure that, you can fall down. It doesn't matter. You can always get up and run. Okay? Am I answering too long?
Sir, namaskaram. Sir, thank you for coming to Bangalore. My question would be, your grooming has been in Indian Institute of Management. And those days we never had the social media and all that. How has your Indian Institute of Management grooming helped you in selecting content for a film those days? And how we can benefit from the pathway you had set for yourself? Please share those ideas from concept to realization. Thank you, sir.
Actually, I didn't study Indian Institute of Management. I studied in an institute called Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management in Bombay. But other than that, I also watched a lot of films. Now, that was the institute that I learned from. I think every film that you see, if you're passionate about cinema, you have an opinion. You either like it or you hate it, So I think both of them become very strong inputs, There are a lot of films which I've hated, but they've given me clarity as to what I don't like in films, what cliches that I would try to avoid as much as possible. Similarly, things that even today, when I see a film yesterday, and I think it's fantastic, I realize that there's so much more to go. The world standard is so high, and there's enough for you to reach and try. There's so much to do. So you just have to look for inputs in other cinemas, in other people who have drawn huge benchmarks, and in everything that's happening around you, in the life that's happening around you. I think this, in some way, if we can reflect what we know in life, even if you are able to bring one germ of that truth into your film, then I think it'll resonate with a lot of people.
If you think Dhanapati is perceived to be a still